Good morning, my dear students. Today we are continuing with our Geography Chapter 2 Physical Features of India. Student, in our previous lecture, we were studied about the Indian desert and the coastal plains. Now, today I will explain you about the islands and the conclusion of the chapter. Now, students, you have already seen that India has a vast mainland. Beside this, the country has two groups of island. Now, what do you mean by islands? An island is any piece of subcontinental land that surrounded by water. Indian territory includes the two group of islands, Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. These islands located at far off distances from mainland India. The warm and clean waters are conducive for coral growth. This island groups we come across colonies of live coral. Now, what do you mean by coral? Coral is a hard skeleton left behind by marine polyps that often forms a large structure like a reef or an atolls. Now, what do you mean by reef? Reef means a large underwater structure made by dead and live corals. Corals are very sensitive to temperature. Even a slight increase in the sea surface temperature leads to bleaching of coral. The coral are considered as highly sensitive indicators of global climate change. Now, through this map, you can saw that western side, Arabian Sea, in that Lakshadweep Island, and the eastern side in Bay of Bengal, the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, Andaman and Nicobar Island. Chain of islands located in Bay of Bengal extending from north to south. These are Andaman and Nicobar Island. They are bigger in size and are more numerous and scattered. The entire group of islands is divided into two broad categories, the Andaman in the north and the Nicobar in the south. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountains. These island groups are of a great strategic importance for the country. There is a great diversity of flora and fauna in this group of islands. Now, 572 group of islands. 38 are inhabitant. One is active volcano and others are not yet discovered properly in Andaman and Nicobar. Andaman is separated by Nicobar by 10th degree channel in term of physiography. Coral reefs are in a form of fringing reefs around few islands in form of submerged mountain chain. Now, in Andaman and Nicobar, rich in marine life, fishing is the main livelihood of the islanders. Industries, shell and wood handicraft cottage industries are found in Andaman and Nicobar, and paints and varnishes industries are also in Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, transport, well connected by the waterways and airways. Tourism, relatively restricted to few islands because of dueling tribes that need to be protected. Most of the tourist activity is confined to Port Blair and nearby islands. Now, students, Lakshadweep Island. The Lakshadweep Island group lying close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. This group of islands is composed of small coral islands. Earlier they were known as Lakshadweep, Miniko and Amandev. In 1973, these were named at Lakshadweep Island. It covers small area of 32 square kilometer. Kavarathi Island is the administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. This island group has great diversity of flora and fauna. The Pithili Island, which is uninhabited, has a bird sanctuary. Now, group of 36 island inlets and reef located in the Arabian Sea. You can saw in this map form submerged mountain range containing Lakshadweep, Maldives and Chagos group of island of coral origin developed around volcanic peaks. Large lagoons are located to the western side of these islands. The island is any island does not rise above 5 meter from sea level. Some islands become visible only during low tide, have no hills and stream. Now, in Lakshadweep, climate is warm and tropical. Summer temperature varies from 22 degree to 35 degrees Celsius. Winter temperature varies from 20 degree to 32 degrees Celsius. Vegetation, small trees and bushes are grown in Lakshadweep Island. Lakshadweep Island, coral reef with unique flora and fauna. Now, the large area of under coconut is cultivation in Lakshadweep Island. Now, the main peoples are depending on fisheries. Rich in marine life, fishing is the main livelihood of the islanders. Main industries of Lakshadweep is coconut fiber extraction and production of fiber item in Lakshadweep. Now, transportation, well connected by airways and waterways, tourism, water sports activities such as scuba diving, windsurfing, water skiing, etc. are tourist attraction in Lakshadweep Island. Now, students, conclusion of this chapter. A detailed account of different physiographic units highlights the unique features of each region. It would, however, be clear that each region complements the others and make the country richer in its natural resources. The mountains are the major sources of water and forest wealth. The northern plains are the granaries of the country. They provide the base for early civilization. The plateaus is a storehouse of mineral which has played a crucial role in the industrialization of the country. The coastal region and island groups provide sites for fishing and port activities. Thus, the diverse physical features of the land have immense future possibilities of the development. Now, students, atoll. These are the atolls. A ring-shaped coral reef or a string of closely spaced small coral island enclosing or nearly enclosing a shallow lagoons. And the coral reef, a tract of corals growing on a massive wave-resistant structure and associated sediments substantially built by skeleton of successive generation of corals and other calcareous reef. Thank you, students.